Loud and clear, everybody. Greetings, everyone. We are live again. Dynasty Mirror, search for Uhuru. Thank you all. Thank you so much for joining us. I am still in Lagos, Nigeria. Omo Naija. Everybody, welcome Ikabo to the show. Let's see here. We are approaching 100,000 subscribers. Again, we are approaching 100,000 subscribers. Once we get there, got a special giveaway for a lucky subscriber. Don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna figure it out. That's my job to figure out. So looking forward to that. Let's see here. What else do we got going on? Make sure you go to One Africa Properties, your sister source for real estate on the continent of Africa. Also go to dynastyspirit.com, like, share, subscribe. Without further ado, we have Pan-Africanism strikes back all the way from the LBC, Long Beach, Crip walking, Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles. Shout out to, I think the brother's name is Herb, who started Roscoe's. Off the chain. Grab some Roscoe's for me. What else we got in Long Beach? Long Beach Wilson versus Long Beach Poly. Are those games still played at night, or they get shot up every or they get shot up?
Are they even games? Poly just blows out Wilson now. Wilson hasn't beat Poly since 1994.
Are you serious?
Wilson hasn't beat Poly since 1994 when Poly refused to pay their skill position coaches. So all the coaches left Poly and went to Wilson, beat Poly in Moore League, and then Poly hired them all back. That's the last time Wilson beat Poly.
What about Long Beach Jordan? Ain't there a Long Beach Jordan or no?
Yeah, they always been trash. They got the talent, they got the discipline.
You know what's crazy? Crenshaw and Dorsey aren't fielding football teams.
They're not?
Yeah, Crenshaw had to forfeit, I think, their first game. They didn't have enough players. Crenshaw, high school. Same thing with Dorsey.
Because everybody wants to be a gangbanger. I don't worry about no football.
Nah, it's really gentrification.
Nah, because if you was gentrifying, white boys would be playing for that team. They'll be like, shit, I'm going to play.
Nah. That's not what's going on, Brandon. This is what's going on. When white families come into these school districts, they're sending their kids to private schools and to what's the charter schools?
Yeah, because I know like St. John Bosco in modern day, Long Beach Poly is depleted now. They're not even that good. Because,
really? Are you serious?
Fam, listen. Modern day high school is ranked #1 in the nation for the past like 5 years. Dynasty.
St. John Bosco is.
Listen, look, St. John Bosco like #2, right? Modern day is like an NFL team. That's how they look. And then look, they went into the heart of Texas, right? They went into the heart of Texas, played a school called Duncanville, which is ranked #7 in the nation. Guess how much Modern Day beat them by?
How much?
45-3.
Man.
You don't beat Texas schools like that, bro. 7th in the nation, and they beat them 45-3. And St. John Bosco went to Miami and beat some school like 50-0 in the heart of Miami.
Yeah, man, it's just the way high school sports are now. It's crazy.
The Catholic private schools are just recruiting all the athletes.
Right.
Because they got no rules.
Right. I wonder if De La Salle, let me look up De La Salle.
De La Salle ranked #14th in the nation.
Oh, so you keep up with all of that.
You know what? I just went to one game last week on Friday, and I decided to look everything up.
Okay, got you.
The game was so damn boring. I just let me look at the stats and
what game was it?
La Salle High School versus Lincoln High School in San Diego. Lincoln High School is a predominantly black school. They had 7 starters on each side of the ball going D1.
Dang.
And La Salle has one. Only La Salle's quarterback is going to Oklahoma Sooners, right? And guess who won?
Who?
La Salle.
Oh, wow.
No, hey, all the talent Dynas, but just like all black teams, none of the discipline. These dudes weren't even getting set on time. So La Salle just did a 2-minute offense the whole game and was like scoring touchdowns. Lost out, got shut down in the second quarter, but Lincoln started to make a comeback, but it wasn't enough time left.
Man. What's been up? Okay, what are your thoughts before we jump into the subject? Before we jump into the topic, what's your thoughts on Afghanistan, Brandon? I know you got some views on that.
Afghanistan is just America tried to make a new regime. They tried to do like a government shift, right? Install a government. They went over there to stop Al Qaeda and Osama bin Laden. Somehow the Taliban, who are the preferred
Damn,
rulers,
Brandon,
what happened? You froze. But anyway, so the people of Afghanistan want the Taliban to be the leadership of the country. The only people who complain about Taliban leadership are the wealthy Afghanis who don't want to be under Sharia law. But 99.9% of Afghan citizens want the Taliban to be the leadership. And you know that because when the news interviews people about why they want to leave Afghanistan, they say, oh, because they won't allow women to play soccer and they won't allow me to do this and do that. So the Taliban are taking back control of the government. And it's the rightful thing to do because that's the government that the people support. The people of Afghanistan never supported the United States or their little dictator, their little fake leadership that they tried to install. Dynas left out and he's coming back in. You know, he's on that Nigerian Metro PCS Boko Haram internet. So give him a chance. And he was saying something. I don't even know what he was saying, but he was probably talking about his internet is going out. But yeah, do black people prefer to live in the victim mindset? Oh yeah, Dynas, what's up?
Yeah. The internet, whatchamacallit, went out for a second, but I'm back now. Sorry about that, y'all.
What were you about to say?
No, I said the internet went out where I was at.
No, what were you about to say before the internet went out?
We're talking about Afghanistan. Your thoughts on
that? I told him all about it. The Taliban are the rightful leadership of Afghanistan. That's who 99.9% of the Afghani people support as leadership. America was like, oh, we went in here to stop. We went in there to stop. We can still see you. You're good.
Guys, press 1 if you can hear me.
We can
press 1 if you can hear me in the chat room, you guys. Please press 1. Or if that's Brandon that froze up.
No, we can hear you good.
Okay. All right, you good. You back, Brandon. Go ahead. You back.
Yeah, so Afghanistan wants Taliban in charge. America tried to go in and install a government. It didn't work. And so now 20 years later, Afghanistan is, back where it should be, with Taliban in leadership, Sharia law, which is what the people want. And, of course, the rich people were complaining about Taliban leadership because they won't let them they won't let the women play soccer, or they won't let men buy little boys for, sexual purposes and stuff like that, homosexuality, all that. That's why that's why a lot of the upper elite class of Afghanistan wanted the Taliban out. And so they were able to persuade the American government to, get rid of the Taliban for a while. But the Taliban just hung in there. You know what I'm saying? They went and lived in the hills and in the snow and stuff. And they did their thing. And a lot of people don't know that the Taliban and the Afghanis are not Arab people. They're not Middle Eastern, really.
They're white. They look white.
They're whites and Asians mixed.
Right.
Yeah, they're mixed. So they don't even speak Arabic. They speak like their own thing.
So Brandon, another question I got for you, Brandon, because we got to catch up because it's been a minute. So far, we're 8 months into this new regime here in America, Biden and Kamala.
Listen, Dynas, I'm just gonna talk about what black.
And this is crazy. Like, the team Black Folks Save the Democratic Party have been very quiet.
Yeah, they told me that we got to get Trump out of office because there's too much at stake. And all I've seen for 8 months is just failure after failure after failure. And black people are still getting treated like crap. None of what the things Biden never promised you but said we would at least discuss have still not even been discussed, right? Like We were talking reparations and police reform. Now we're talking about bringing Afghani refugees into your neighborhood. Like, how did we get here in 8 months? You know what I'm saying? Like, how did we get here in 8 months? How did we get to the point where like American citizens are getting beaten up at the airport by Taliban soldiers? And
Right.
no, there was a bombing at the Afghan airport.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
And let me tell you what they said. They said Taliban troops are now protecting American troops and American civilians inside of Afghanistan, inside of Kabul airport. So clearly, this is a situation where the government of America has figured out a way to bribe the Taliban into allowing them to go in there and mine for those precious earth metals. So now the government has to basically change the narrative on the Taliban from being one as terrorists and supporters of terrorism to one of, oh, they're not so bad. They're just guys who have some ideas that we don't like. And it's a good lesson to black people. Like, black people keep thinking like America is going to protect us. You know, all these ADOS, FBA people, oh, let's go work out a deal in politics. Listen, America can't protect you from anything. America can make you a bunch of promises and not keep them. Just like they made a bunch of promises to those people in Afghanistan, and then all of a sudden overnight, hey guys, by the way, you guys helped us, but we're about to leave and you guys are screwed. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Think about the people in Afghanistan who went against their own government and their own people to help America, and now they're running for their lives because they don't want to get killed by the Taliban as traitors. That's how I look at ADOS. That's how I look at FBA. You guys are traitors to your own race. Not the lineage aspect, but the political ideology behind it. You're just a traitor to your own race, trying to double down in loyalty to the white man, hoping he's going to do something to help you. But when it's all said and done, you already know the outcome. White man going to abandon you like he's always abandoned black people for centuries, and then you're going to be and your people going to be looking at you like, so now you want to come back over here? And I look at that as all these people. Native American indigenous, FBA, ADOS, even continental Africans who be trying to talk that trash about other diasporans, United Kingdom or European, Afro-Europeans or whatever you call them, who be talking all that trash. When it comes down to it, you're going to be, the white man is going to leave you high and dry, and your people going to be looking at you like, yeah, so now you're talking all that trash. What? Go ahead, W.E.B. Du Bois. You know what I'm saying? They have done it before you, and the result has always been the same. So let Afghanistan be a lesson to you, because our people are waking up and we coming on strong.
So, guys, hit that like button. We'll open up the lines here shortly. Again, hit that like button. We will open up the lines here shortly. Let's see what we got here. So today's topic: do black people prefer being victims in a perpetual state of victimhood, or do we want freedom?
Well, the short answer, Dynas, is yes. Of course. Look at every major movement in black society today. It's all surrounded by this victim mindset. Whether it's in Africa, whether it's in Europe, whether it's in America, everything is about, I'm a victim, and this is what you should give me because you did this, you did this, you did that to me. Name Dynas, name one movement, and I'll tell you exactly where the victim mindset plays into it. Name any movement with black folks.
Marcus Garvey, Back to Africa.
Marcus Garvey, Back to Africa. Well, that one right there is not even a victim mindset. That one is taking accountability, acknowledging the history, and being like, I'm getting the hell out of here. I don't need you. I'm going to do it myself. So that's not even victim mindset. That's just, these people oppressed us. Let's separate from them. We're not asking them for anything. We don't want them to give us nothing. We just want to be allowed to leave. So that's not even victim mindset right there. That's logical thinking.
All right, let's see here.
It's going to run from you. That's just all.
Let's see here. Civil rights.
Civil rights, yeah, based on slavery, the way you treated our forefathers. You need to not only give us freedom, but you need to make us equal. We want access to your society, your economy, all the things that you have. We want access to it. Why? Because look at the way you treated us. You treat us like second-class citizens. That's victim mindset. Because if you weren't a victim, you would just say, look, I'm going to build my own. You never heard Indian people or Chinese people or Mexicans telling white people, give us access to your society. They built their own society and their own communities to the point where white folks go into their communities to go and participate in their culture. Black folks were like, we don't want our own culture. Our culture is not good enough. You need to let us into your culture because that's the thing that's valuable. Right or wrong, Dynas?
Right.
We didn't appreciate our culture, and to this day, we still saying the same thing when you hear people talking about a police reform and all that stuff. All that is based in this idea that you should be able to be treated like white folks in white society. Even when you hear like people on certain channels, Phil Scott, talking about like Karen and this and that, build your own damn stores. You don't got to worry about Karen. You know what I'm saying? Karen don't go to the hood doing what she do. Karen be in Karen's neighborhood, Karen and on your ass. Right? So you mad at Karen because she's doing Karen stuff in her own neighborhood? Go in your neighborhood. Go in your own Dollar Tree. Go build your own 99-cent store. Go build your own restaurant, donut shop, and all that stuff. And trust me, you won't have to worry about Karen because I know Karen ain't walking up into Roscoe's doing that. I know Karen ain't walking up into Woody's Barbecue doing that. You know what I'm saying? I know Karen ain't walking.
Whoa. Is Woody's on Crenshaw, right?
Yeah, there's several Woodies, but the one on Crenshaw, man, it'd be white folks lined up down the street at Woody's, bro.
Is the one in Lamar Park? Is the Woody's on Crenshaw is the same one that's in Lamar Park, right?
There's one on Crenshaw and Slauson. Then when you go down into Lamar Park, I don't know what that little street is called, but right on the back side of the
Darrigan or something like that.
Darrigan, where the karate school is, and you go down.
Yeah.
I went to that karate school and beat everybody up, and they got mad and told me I couldn't come in. But yeah, so it's still there. And white folks be lined up at that one on Crenshaw and Slauson.
The deep.
All out the door, down the street. Yep.
Was it Mississippi? Right across the street from Baldwin Hills Mall. The M&M's still there?
That's gone. It's an Asian crab shack now.
Are you serious? M&M's is gone?
Gone. Never to be returned. Gone.
What about
Get a history. I'm just kidding.
What about Earl's, the hot dog spot, Earl's or something like that? That was a popular spot.
I don't know if it's still there. I haven't seen it or heard of it. I'm in that area pretty often.
Is Sky Taco still open on Pico? Sky Tacos.
I have no clue.
I gotta come down. I gotta come to LA.
LA, man. Just move back, man.
I'm not moving back. I'll be moving backwards.
No, you're not. How you moving backwards?
Because my next trip is across the Atlantic. Next move.
You could just take off from LA.
That's me moving backwards. That's an extra 5 hours added to the trip.
Yeah, Sky Tacos is still there, and they're opening up in Ram Stadium. They booming.
Okay.
Yeah. And
a little bit pricey, but tacos off the chain.
Hey, this guy, Big Man, he's opening up a hot dog spot on Long Beach Boulevard in Compton.
Okay.
He's opened up a hot dog stand. Big fat dude, nice guy, really nice guy. But he's
I wonder how Compton looks now. I haven't been since 2014. Like
ever since Dr. Dre didn't give him that $70 million, it looks exactly the way it looked when you went.
Oh, for real?
Like, how did Dr. Dre give Compton how did Dr. Dre give USC $70 million, Dynas, but hasn't started one business in Compton? Hasn't done anything with Compton. Like, he acts like he won't make money. They just opened a Del Taco in Compton, Dynas. They just opened a Del Taco in Compton. Yeah, but it's going to do numbers. Dr. Dre could have bought 5 Del Tacos.
Yeah. So listen. So back in my clubbing days when I was in LA, I used to go to the Del Taco off. I think it was like Santa Monica and in Hollywood, off of Santa Monica and like what was the cross? I can't think of the cross street.
Gower? No.
Gower. It was near Gower, Santa Monica and Gower. It might have
I know
been
what you're
Gower.
talking about.
Near, yeah.
A little bit
Yeah.
up from Gower.
Yeah, listen. When I say the breakfast steak burrito hits at 3 o'clock in the morning, that steak burrito at like 3 o'clock in the morning. So that and then berries on third. So once I start making a little bit of money,
The
once I
pizza
start
spot?
making, once I start making a little bit of money and got bougie, I left Del Taco, stopped going to Del Taco, and I would go to berries on third late
Hey,
night.
I went there. I went there on prom night, and a bunch of white people bought like me and my friends pizza because all of our dates were so smoking hot. These white guys were like, "Oh, you guys are at your prom?" We were like, "Yeah." We pull up in all our rental cars. They're like, "Man, we got you. It's on us." They like bought our pizza and all that. It was cool. It was cool.
So berries on third, the lobster sauce pizza. Whew.
Don't play with Barry.
Lobster sauce pizza. Barry's cool as shit. He's from France. Cool as shit.
Yeah. I don't know. It's like all the pizza guys are cool. There's this guy named Johnny V. He opened this pizza place in Long Beach called Broadway Pizza and Grill. I'm telling you, I never ate so much pizza in my life. That guy would see me. Hey, how you doing? Come on, let me make you a pie. And he just give me free pizza like every day if I walk by. I'm like, this guy's great. weird fat pizza man. But he just loved making pizza. But
Donis, they must have good Mexican food in Cali. The best tacos I have are made by black folks in Cali.
yeah, black people make the best Mexican.
Man, we make the best tacos.
There's a switch, bro, because now a lot of the soul food places are owned by Mexicans
and Koreans.
Look. There's a soul food spot on Gage and Fig right on the whole stroke. Mm-hmm. Man, it's a line of black folks out of that thing every day, and it's all Mexican owned. They used to work at M&M's, the one that shut down.
No, but see, your boy, what's his name? Crenshaw, that got a soul food restaurant. Doolin. Everybody that works in the back is Mexican.
Yeah, they're hiring Mexicans because black people don't want to cook. That's real. This lady Deb Moore, stop ignoring all the moves black people have made without pink people that have then been sabotaged. Deb, stop with that argument. I always say this, Dinus. Black people have given away more to white folks than white folks have taken. You want to say Black Wall Street? I'm gonna bring up the Negro Baseball League. You know what I'm saying? You want to say Black Wall Street? I'm gonna bring up Beats by Dre. You know, like we give them everything, and then say they sabotaged us. That ain't nothing compared to what we've willingly given away. Look at George Washington. Was that the Carver dude? George Washington Carver, the guy who worked for Ford and helped them develop those engines and stuff.
No. George Washington Carver was the guy who worked with Booker T. Washington. You're talking about damn, what's his name? I know you're talking about.
That's his name.
It wasn't George Washington Carver. No, it wasn't George Washington Carver. George Washington Carver is the guy who worked with Booker T. Washington to build Tuskegee, who did everything with the peanut.
But they say he didn't invent peanut butter
though. He didn't? I thought he did.
No, they say he didn't. They said he did a lot of things with the peanut. Yes, George Washington Carver worked for Henry Ford. What are you talking about, Dinus?
Oh shit! I'm sorry. I apologize.
But
I'm sorry.
And look, and when he retired, guess what Henry Ford gave him as a retirement gift?
Nothing.
Now go watch. No, I'm just kidding. He made him a replica of the shack that he grew up in the South, like some slave quarters. Like here you go, buddy. You know, George Washington Carver was castrated by his family. He was raised by a white family.
Is that a true story? Is that true?
That's true. Everybody thought he was gay. He just didn't have a penis. The family castrated him because they didn't want to mess around with their daughters.
Golly.
Yeah, crazy, right? So the guy got dogged out. But anyway, look at all the stuff George Washington Carver did for Ford. He gave that away willingly. He went to go work for Ford, and instead of saying, maybe I could do something with this on my own and sell this back to Henry Ford, he gave it away, right? And that technology alone was worth way more than Black Wall Street, bro, because to this day, Ford is what? Making cars. And do you know that the number one, guess what the number one selling car in America is, Dinus?
hold on. Ford Taurus.
Ford F-150. Number one selling car in America. So Ford took Carver's knowledge about the combustion engine and turned it into a billion-trillion-dollar empire, bro. And we're still bringing up Black Wall Street. Black Wall Street is peanuts, bro. That's crumbs compared to what we've actually given away. Man, look at Fubu. Look at Sean John. We get away all that.
Yeah.
We get, but Dynasty is always going to be this victim mindset. Everything is surrounded. ADOS movement. Oh, you owe us reparations for the work our parents did. I was telling my boy the other day, I said, if our ancestors were resurrected and came back to life today, Black folks would figure out a way to try to exclude them from getting reparations for the work that they did. We would be like, no, you died already. We the ones who deserve the reparations. Like, that's everything surrounding victim mentality. I don't care if it's Nation of Islam, anything. It's all victim mindset. And you know it's true because that's the only way some of these people can actually get a foothold in America, right? Because in our society, like guys like Farrakhan, I don't want to say no other YouTubers' names, but Farrakhan and different YouTube people who steal your money and tell you, hey, you're this type of lineage and stuff, they're only able to gain access to you because they know how to hit that victim button inside of you. That's why when you see stuff like the Hidden History Museum, look what they hid from you. They hid this from us. That means you're a victim. That means you're saying, yeah, I'm a victim. They didn't teach me. No one's going to, but you won't say the truth. Instead of going to history class, I was under bleachers smoking weed with little Sally Rottencrotch, and I skipped history, so I didn't learn this. But then years later, you 30 years old, still smoking weed with Sally Rottencrotch, but just now you live in a motel, you're watching videos talking about, yeah, I never knew that. They hid that. No, they didn't hide anything from you. They didn't hide anything from you. You didn't want to know it because you didn't go to the place where you could get it. And then, right, you started playing the victim. It's their fault. It's their fault because you didn't go to college and major in history. It's their fault because you don't want to go to Africa to learn your history. That's the white man's fault. You could buy a ticket for $600 like everybody else, but he's keeping you. He's keeping you away from that plane ticket and the continent so you can't learn who you are. Oh, we're Indians. Okay, so the white man is keeping you from going to that reservation, right? And just moving on in because you just go get you a trailer, you know what I'm saying, and a Harley, and you can go live on a reservation today. But he's keeping you. It's all victim stuff.
All right, we got a caller.
Uh-oh.
Little T, go ahead.
Oh, snap.
Hey, you know, what's up with it, Brandon? Hey, what's up? Am I muted? Oh, okay. How y'all doing today, brother? And my fault for yesterday, Brandon. I be on one like a motherfucker and shit.
You good.
I be on one sometimes. I think, man, look, I don't have nothing against, my people going over to Africa. I'm with it. I don't have anything against it.
Where you going?
Oh shit, man! Hell, I might stay here and die here, Brandon. Hell, I don't know if I'm gonna go over there. It's like I would have to pick a country. I would have to really know which country I would have to go to. Probably Nigeria, or probably Ghana, an English-speaking country. Some of the country that I can understand what the people saying and things like that. So I would probably go, to one of those countries. But other than that, them freaking countries and all that, I probably wouldn't go to them. You know what I mean? Africa is the future. I do understand that it has things that the world do want.
Here it comes.
Mm-hmm. But for real though, but the thing is, we do need to work together. I think you're gonna have some niggas gonna stay over here. You know what I mean? It's just gonna they ain't gonna go over there, Brandon. Diners, man, you just got some black folks that just gonna stay over here and do. And I think it's cool. I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. Think about how the English. When they left England, they came over and colonized this America. But
Little T, listen. Deb said she would rather have black unity than reparations. Black unity is not going to happen in America, right? Why? Because when you operate based on the victim mindset, no matter what color the group of people are, you're always gonna try to act like a victim. And that's why you got so many, oh, this person's scamming you, and this person took advantage of me. If white people left black people in America all by themselves, we would have a civil war within 2 weeks, I believe, right? Not only would the Crips and Bloods go crazy, the Vice Lords and GD and the disciples go crazy, right? Not only would ADOS and like the guys who aren't ADOS would go crazy, then you would have this, oh, this person scammed me and this, all this, because everything's about being a victim. That's our like whole MO, right? You can't have a conversation with a black man these days or a black woman in America without it going down into victimhood. Somebody smoke crack, oh, it's this person's fault. Somebody abused their kids, oh, it's this person's fault. And every day, people who were like, had hard upbringings, we're not going into the victim mindset and we're doing okay. But our society as a whole, look at every leader you got. Al Sharpton, the idiot, what's the one idiot? And Michael Eric Dyson. These guys, it's all hinged on, we got to keep black people thinking they're victims. And it's getting to the point now where other races, they're catching on to that. And they're like, these black people are full of crap. No matter what you try to help them with, they're going to be like they're a victim. So the whole race card and all that, that's dying off. White dudes are training MMA so they can whoop your ass now. Because they're not going to like not fight you because you're black and they don't want to be considered racist. I mean, literally, they're even racist on TV openly, and they're just calling your bluff now. And what are black people doing? We're still trying to get, like, for our last 10 years as a culture has been dominated by BLM, a female-led organization that was rooted in what, Dynas? Victim mindset, the victim narrative. And you had grown-ass men wearing those shirts. I support Black Lives Matter. Dude, you are just a punk, okay? Because you're not supporting it if you're not doing nothing about it. And just wearing a shirt, you know what I'm saying, is not doing it. Like, I got a friend, right? He has a channel now. His channel is Level 4 Perspectives. He comes back to California. He's from over there by like Normandy and whatever street in LA. And he goes over there to be like, I want to fix the hood and I want to help with the hood day. And I want to get all these people like this. There's like a war over there. Like, it's going on. I told him, man, get the hell, leave those damn gangbangers alone and let them do whatever they're going to do. And you go do what you got to do, right? Because we are so stuck in the victim mindset. Even when we find a way out, we're still going back trying to help people because we're like, but they're still victims. No, they're not. They're making choices every day. The white man ain't putting no gun in their hand. The white man ain't forcing them to sell crack. At some point, the victim has to acknowledge the role he plays or the ways in which he perpetuates what's happening to him. Because once they set you on autopilot, they could just step back and say, hey, they're going to do whatever. Like Tupac said, give them guns, step back and watch them kill each other. But you got to be aware enough to notice that when they step back, so you can be like, okay, I need to stop doing that because now they're not even forcing me. I'm just doing it willingly, right? So, yeah.
I hear what you're saying. And you're right. We can, as black people, can play the victimhood too much. I can understand that. I have done that. I ain't gonna lie, with a lot of black women, I have played the victim because I kind of did feel like, I felt kind of like, damn, man, I'm doing all this shit for you, bitch. Why don't you give me something back in return? You know what I mean? But the thing is,
language. You can't be calling these bitches hoes. I'm just kidding. I'm joking. That's a joke. Language, you can't be calling women B words.
You right. But I'm just saying, it makes you mad when you do these things for your black women and they don't, what's the word? Lord,
reciprocate.
Reciprocate that help or whatever you done for them. And
what you want them to do for you?
Oh, well, shit. Let's have fun. Let's do our thing. Let's have sex. Let's fuck. Things like that.
Oh, God. All they go
right.
wash the dishes and clean up the whole house, bro. What more do you want from them?
Man, I want a whole bunch of shit from them. And it just ain't about... Hold up. It ain't just about sex. It's also about the African part. It's also about the business part. It's also about the Shit, the bitch can't drive. Let's go learn how to drive part.
Well,
let's learn how to do
from Africa, and she'll do all that for you, and you ain't even gotta ask. She gonna watch you the first day she meet you.
What kind of woman you dating that can't drive?
Hey, this was a whore, man. It was a whore, man. I ain't gonna lie. It was a whore.
What is wrong? Didn't I tell you? Here it comes. I said, here it comes. Little TV.
But I felt like, but I will say this. I felt like in that I do play the victim because it was things I could have done to not, because I helped her a lot. But there was things I could have probably did that I shouldn't have probably did, but I did. And, you know, that's why she wasn't going to fuck with me. A lot of times it happens like that.
You gotta excuse Lil T. He is a avid Tariq Nasheed follower. So he going his mouth when it comes to black folks, he can't help himself.
But you can't get mad. Now, did you see that video he had last night about the big girl booty? She's sitting up here dancing her ass off and got the white women on side of the boat with all the, you know, the black folks playing the drums and shit like that. Did y'all? But see, that's the thing why he's saying he think it's fake, the Pan-Africanism. I don't think it's fake. I ain't never said it was fake.
How does that get attributed to Pan-Africanism? How does that even connect to Pan-Africanism?
Because the comments, what she said you can't even come over here and dance like a real motherfucker without people want to hate on you and shit like that. You know what I mean?
Well, what does that got to do with Pan-Africanism?
If you want to, let her dance. What the hell?
Ain't nothing wrong, you know, shit. You know, I can see, but it did. The funny part was the white people on side of the boat. Like,
okay, but why? Like, you mean like the white people Tariq hired to film Hidden Colors? Yeah, keep going.
Boy, you a motherfucker.
Right.
God damn.
The whole thing is, why does that get attributed to Pan-African? Like, what did we do to, like, did we claim ownership of this chick? Like, yeah, she's one of ours. Like, I don't see no Pan-African chicks doing that, man. Lil T, y'all just let Tariq get over there and just massage y'all mind into craziness. Like, what the hell? Tariq got his own problems. He just said he need $2 million more for that museum. So y'all better go to work, get y'all ass to work, and get that overtime in.
Yeah, Tariq gonna have to come on without, you know, I still fuck with Tariq.
Did he ask for $2 million more, Lil T, or not?
I didn't watch the whole damn thing here. I didn't really watch it, you know what
Stop
I mean?
watching that shit. Just watch your brain, bro. Hey, he said he needs $2 million more, and I called the place that is handling the sale of that property, the NEMA Group. I'm not gonna even tell you guys what they told me, but I'll let you guys. That victory is already won. Pan-Africanism already won that one because it'll come. You'll see. I called and asked about the whole situation with that property. Mm-hmm. You know, God gonna reveal it. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I mean, I hope it works. I hope it works out.
I hope it works out too.
I hope it work out too. I ain't gonna lie. I hope it works out.
Burns in hell. Honestly, I don't want it to work out.
Oh, bro.
I'm gonna be real. I hope that crap sinks. I don't want no grifter getting a retirement plan off of our people. Damn that. Damn him and damn that. I don't hope it works because that's the problem with black folks. We always try to be well-wishers to some dysfunctional shit. Like if I can, that's like you saying, man, I hope Ike and Tina Turner's marriage work out. What? What the hell? I doubt Tina hopes that shit works. You know what I'm saying? And that's us. It's some straight up abuse. And we're like, I hope it works. You know what I'm saying? I hope it works. It's like, nah, man, like nothing done under false pretenses and on a bullshit basis should work, because when the person organizing something hinges or like really makes an effort to drive a wedge between our people, I wish that person no success. I wish that person all failure. But
you gotta think, Brandon. He do. You know, it do be some things. You know,
I am thinking. Y'all not thinking. I am thinking. Y'all the ones not thinking. Y'all sit up and just like, oh, it's okay. But man, you must admit, Tariq knows all these things. Somebody got on my channel and said something very smart. He said, if Tariq Nasheed is as famous as everyone thinks he is, and if he knows all these rich people, how come none of them ever donated anything to his museum? Yeah, because they all know he's a hustler. They're not giving him their damn money.
Well, like, we don't know what they donated or what they didn't.
The largest donation was $2,000 twice. Tariq know millionaires. Why nobody drive a 50-piece on it?
But Tariq tells you about riders. Remember the last one we had talked about?
I'm not remembering nothing. Dynas, if you know a bunch of celebrities and you legitimate, I told my people, Dynas, true story. Drake himself offered money to OAP. Drake offered me money for OAP. And I told him no, because he's not all black. He's Jewish.
You were wrong to do that. You were wrong. You were wrong.
This is a true story. I will get my friend.
Man.
No, I'm gonna get my friend Hustle.
And his daddy lived in Memphis, like 40 miles away from me. You were wrong for that.
Listen, Calabasas, California, bro. Drake's house. One of our friends stole food out of Drake's refrigerator and was loading it into his Chrysler 300, bro. And we caught him. We saw him on camera. Drake, my friend, he's a trainer. He's Drake's boxing trainer. My boy Hustle. He said he was telling Drake all about the OAP and stuff. And Drake was like, man, I'll put something in on it. And I was like, yeah, it's kind of like an exclusively black thing, you know? And he was just like, okay, I understand.
I can kind of, now think about it, now I kind of see what you talking about, because who's to say he was going to be some type of agent in that?
Man,
I can see what you're saying.
Listen, I'm nobody. Drake doesn't know me. I'm nobody. He literally was like, what's up? Some, and then went in the room with some beautiful woman, and we was just walking around his house lost on the pool table and shit like that, right? Listen, that is what I'm saying. If this guy really knew these heavy hitters like that, getting $1 million should have been just a phone call. Hey, man, I'm opening a museum. I'll put your name on a placard in the west wing of that bit. That's a tax write-off for them too. Why they didn't give it? You know what I'm saying? Dr. Dre gave white folks, USC, 70 mil. And Tariq supposed to be in those circles. They know already. They know what y'all not smart enough to realize. I ain't giving no hustler my damn money. And same thing. And I'll put that on Umar Johnson too. Umar Johnson.
But who's to say? Oh, my fault. Go on, Brent.
Umar Johnson had a person from the NFL who was offering him money to fund this project. He went around and messed with the conscious stripper, not controlling his dick piece, right? And he lost that money. Shame on him. It's his own fault, right? And no celebrity has offered him anything since.
Let me ask you something. I'm glad you brought that up. When Tariq and Umar got the clash, and who you think started that?
It doesn't matter.
Because it wasn't Tariq. It was Umar Johnson.
Both idiot. Listen, bro. Listen, Lil T. Tariq got mad because Umar brought up the fact that Tariq had all white people filming Hidden Colors, where there's black filmmakers and editors in LA. So you're mad at Umar Johnson because he expect Mr. B1 himself to actually be B1 and hire black folks. Y'all don't know what y'all talking about. Y'all just taking sides. That's it. Me, I have my own side. So I can look at both sides like, y'all both full of shit, honestly. Right?
But it could have been done in a private manner. He didn't have to get on public.
No, Lil T, stop, bro. Tariq is always trying to blast somebody in public, bro. But when it comes to him, let's do it in private. You're a hypocrite if you say that. You're listening to a guy who goes after people.
Tariq fucked with Umar. He fucked with him.
No, he didn't. Tariq is fuck with anybody where he can make some money. Now, you tell everybody on here, Lil T, how you went and got you an Indian headdress, because now your master Tariq said that he said, right or wrong.
There you go.
Right or wrong.
I ain't finna do that, Brent. I am not finna do that.
Lil T, look, you my guy, and I know you a straight shooter. I like you a lot. Is Tariq now not going into indigenous Aboriginal identity argument?
To a certain degree.
It's always to a certain degree. Yes or no, nigga?
Yes.
Okay.
There are still black people in Africa he fucks with, Brandon. He's just not saying fuck Africa.
We don't know who they are. We just don't know who they are. Name them.
Exactly. There you go, man.
Brandon,
Damn,
there you
boy.
go, expecting something from somebody talking about
real,
you.
he be having some. I can't think of these folks' names right now, but he be having some riders over there, man. He got some people that he fuck with over there.
He paid a couple Africans to say they like him, bro. That's not hard to do.
But I think with all you doing, I think what Prince Diane is doing, what you doing, Brandon, is good, and even O'Shea and all the rest of the guys. We might, sometimes as black men, we can have our flaws, and it could be things we could be messed up with, but sometimes you got to overlook those flaws to look for the big prize.
I have a flaw. I don't want anybody to think that I think I'm perfect. You know what my flaw is?
What is it?
What is it?
It's that I care too much.
Wow.
Don't
you can't. I'm gonna be honest. You can't care too much for your black people, and these niggas will fucking manipulate and deceive and lie to you when they feel like, oh, he cared too much, I can use him. And I hate that our people are like that when we should always be in a mode of ready to help our brothers, help our sisters. Even the old folk. We should always want to help each other, man. You know what I mean? But it just sometimes. Now I can understand. We do have, we have flaws and everything that be other people. I see this in this nigga and I don't like it. But you also got to see the other things that he do positive. I like what Tariq does when he talk about the white supremacy. Now they talking about having new laws. Yeah, I like how he talk about those things.
Tariq's only gripe against white people is white supremacy. He never goes into specifics. He never goes into like, we're going to do this to fight back against white supremacy. He knows that white supremacy triggers something in black folks that gets them real deep down in that victim mindset. It's like if you have a rough childhood and your mama smoked crack and got drunk every day. It's just something about seeing a bottle of Old English, OE, that's going to strike a chord in you. Because your mama used to drink that 8-ball every Sunday. You know what I'm saying?
You on the bowl, Brandon. You made you fun. I hate to say it, but you just made fun of me. My mom's a crackhead, but she's dead.
And my mom's an alcoholic, bro. Welcome to the club. Look, my mom used to be drinking that OE, bro. Like, she used to be on that they used to call my mom the 8-ball queen, dude. She drink that OE, right? So every time I go through, like, I don't even go to liquor stores, fam, because I remember my mom used to walk us in the liquor store, get some alcohol, then later on that night she'd be out there drunk, fighting and acting up. When I see that OE bottle, it just strikes a chord in your boy. And so that's like Tariq knows what hits you the deepest. So he uses that trigger word to set you up for some stupid shit, right? So he's like, the white supremacist, like when he got his ass handed to him by Tucker Carlson. Tucker Carlson listed like 10 facts about Tariq being full of shit. All Tariq could come back with was, oh yeah, you're a suspected white supremacist. Well, Tariq, give us an argument. Tell us what's going on. Better than that, give us a plan. To this day, now you got Tariq talk about people are he's a historian, and Tariq ain't no damn historian. What school Tariq go to and study history? Because he's able to look at someone else's book that they wrote and make a video about it. Now he's a historian. Damn, I should just make videos about all these books I got in my library. And now all of a sudden, Dynas, I'm a historian. I'm a filmmaker. Come on, you guys. You guys love crowning like. It's like king in the land of the blind, the man with one eye is king. You niggas are blind and Tariq got one eye. That's it. Y'all can't see nothing. And Tariq can see part of the picture. And he's just like, yeah, guys, look over there. Ooh, it's green grass and a flowing river, and there's little baby lions playing.
But the thing is, though, Brandon, you know what it is? Do you know what it really is about black folk? I know what you be saying. We do celebrate.
Go ahead, see what is it? Go ahead.
Now, we do celebrate celebrities too much. But
I agree.
We do that too much. But you got to think, Brandon. I remember seeing Tariq years ago on BET, and I understand it's like some celebrity worship. But the thing that's different about him is he actually will come out here and talk about white supremacy, and he used to be with all these people. That's why I fucks with him.
Okay, let me ask you this.
He'll come out and say it, and all them other niggas ain't this celebrity. They won't say shit.
True. There are many people.
Well, Snoop Dogg will, to a certain degree.
Fam. There are even white people who will speak out against white supremacy. So that's not nothing. Tariq just says what is politically correct and acceptable. He treads that line very well. He don't go. You'll never hear him say, "I'm tired of these crack ass crackers." You will never hear Tariq say that. Tariq will say white supremacy, because he knows no white person is gonna like go after him for saying that. His white neighbors in that white neighborhood he lives in, they not gonna come burn his down house. Niggas started to try to get out of pocket, and they damn near bombed his house, and he was running on like a little punk on the news, right? So he knows, like, I can't mess with these white folks because he's so against white supremacy. He lives around nothing but white people. He's so against white supremacy. He married a woman who's like primarily white, and her mom lives at his house. Like, Tariq is so against white supremacy, he hires an all-white film crew to do his movie. Like, that's the whole thing.
I'm glad we said.
Wait. Let me finish. Let me land.
Let him land. Hey guys, before Brandon lands, hit that like button. Again, please hit that like button. All right, go ahead and land, Brandon. Go ahead and land. Go ahead.
Let me tell you a secret that you may not notice. Tariq Nasheed is not against white supremacy. He's not, because everything he does is hinged on the acceptance of whites. Like, that's just the way it is. Even the museum he's building, that's him trying to show, look at what I can do. Because he's trying to still cross over into white society. But the thing that's the most important of everything is this, bro. If you understand that we can do things better together. When you look at all these individual, and I will include Umar in them. When you look at all these Negroes who are so hinged on individualism, and they're not like working together, which actually I got to take Umar out, because now that I think about it, Umar do be around other black people sitting, having meetings with him and stuff. And a lot of black folks vouch for him. You don't see any black people with Tariq. You don't ever see, like, one thing I said, I did a video on my channel, go subscribe to Afrikanism Strikes Back. I said, Tariq versus Umar. One thing about Umar, and you tell me, is this true, Lil T?
Okay.
Umar be in these streets, dog. You could go to Umar's Instagram page right now, and Umar will have 5 dates listed in 5 different places where he gonna be, the time and the date, right or wrong, Dynas?
I don't keep up with Tariq like that.
No, I'm talking about Umar.
As far as speaking engagements,
where he will go speak, right or wrong?
Right.
So Dynas, if me and you had an issue with Umar, will we not be able to catch up with him easily?
Right. Easily.
We know where he gonna be. Now tell me, Lil T, do Tariq tell you where he gonna be? Do Tariq really be in these streets, Lil T? No. Right? Do we? Who be in these
man?
Umar or Tariq?
Look, man. Umar be in the streets. Okay. Yes, he does. But lately he's not been. I will not lie. I don't think lately he's been doing speeches and going to places. But Tariq have been to places and talked to people, man.
I'm just asking you, who be in these streets for real? Like, for Umar to be a scammer, Umar stay in these streets, right or wrong?
Yeah, I'll say that. I ain't gonna say, like, I'm telling you, Brandon, Tariq do be talking. He goes to other cities and do those same things Umar do.
Gonna be next week?
It was probably in 2016, but he did the shit. He did that shit too.
Come on.
But look, I'm gonna throw some flack on back. No, I ain't gonna throw no flack. I'm gonna say, look, look, I like Dr. Umar Johnson. Don't get me wrong.
Hey, tell me
that
this.
Nigga, he's intelligent. He's very intelligent.
Wait, tell me this. Where was Tariq yesterday?
Where was Tariq yesterday?
Yeah.
I was at his house getting ready to do his little podcast, or probably with his family.
Okay.
With Peanut.
I can tell you,
and them little kids.
I can tell you exactly where Umar Johnson was yesterday.
Okay.
Umar Johnson was in St. Croix, Virgin Islands, giving a lecture in St. Croix, 8/29/2021. Where will Umar be? September 11th, he'll be on a bus. Black Power Block Party, get on the bus. September 11th, departs from Brooklyn at 9 a.m. at Atlantic and Franklin Street. This is a number you can, like, if I really was pissed off about Umar stealing my money, I could just go there and say, Umar, you're a bastard, you stole my money, and it will be all good, right? Like, this guy is in these streets. On the 27th, right? Umar was he was in the Caribbean still, but he has dates and times of where he's gonna be. Wilmington, Delaware. That's September 11th. He's telling you, here's the address to his school.
Is he letting you know how much money he gonna get from it?
It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
That's not the point, brother. That what I'm telling you is you're being misled by a whole scam artist. He's hiding from you. You can't find Dan Calloway. You can't find Tariq Nasheed. You can't find any of these people. You don't know anything about this person. The man named not even Tariq Nasheed, bro. And you like, yeah, Tariq's real. What's his real name, Lil T?
What, Tariq?
Yeah, Tariq.
Man. Shit.
Marcus Sanders.
Oh, no, that's his name, Marcus Sanders. Boy, you're
damn. But that's the whole thing.
Man.
You're following a myth, bro. Like there was this episode of King of the Hill where they went into this forest and they were like looking for this ancient Indian god called Wimatanye, right? And they were like,
yeah, I remember that with Bobby. Yeah. With Boom Howell and Dale.
Right. They were in the forest. Ooh, it's Wimatanye. Whoa, no. Wimatanye was never there. It was just a myth. Tariq Nasheed is a myth. He's just a myth. It's the minute the heat gets on him, he's going to go back to being Marcus. Period. Because still 99.9% of black people don't even know who he is at all. And then the 1% that do, they don't even know his real name. So he could just slide on into it. Man, listen, I'm done with Tariq. We could go to the next thing, get the mindset. Then we'll be talking about how Tariq scammed us. Tariq scammed me. Tariq just scammed us 4-5 times.
But I think Dr. Umar and Tariq need to make amends, man. I think that's what needs to happen.
I think they've already have. You know, the court.
They have.
So, now, for the most part.
That's good. That's good. Now let's talk about. I ain't gonna talk about Tariq because I'm happy with what you just said, Brent. What about the old boy? What's his name? God damn it.
Cool.
He was in the rap group. He be on that podcast.
Lord Jamar.
Yeah, that nigga. Yeah, Lord Jamar. Yes, sir. Now, what about what he said about old boy? You got to think about that too.
What did he say?
Because I really want to know what he did with that money. You know, I understand that it's his and he can probably do what he wants. But if you really want to build that school, you need to let people see the money. Do he got that where you can see the money grow? Can you see the money grow on online or something?
Here's the question you need to be asked. You got to ask the right questions, Lil T. Does Umar wanted money for what? To do what, Lil T?
To build a black school for boys.
Okay. Does Umar have a school?
Hell, I'm asking you, do he? I don't think he's due. Do you? Does he? I ain't been updated on him with that in a while, but if I can, I'll be trying to find out.
Guess what you can do, though? If you really want to know, if you really I want to know what he did with that money, there's an address. It's in Wilmington, Delaware. You can look up the address and go see for yourself. Now tell me, can you go to and if Umar's the bum that everybody says, he probably live at the damn school, so you'll run into him if you go up there. But yeah, you can go there and check it out, right? To find out for yourself. You could actually go to the block party and say, Umar, what you do with that goddamn money? Right or wrong?
I'm just gonna be real. I don't like how he got offensive with Lord Jamar when he was asking him questions about it, and he was trying to help him with. I got somebody in my family. I don't know if it was his stepdad or something like that was trying to come because he said he made a school, and he was trying to tell him, well, I can give you pointers. He can give you pointers and help you out if you need pointers to get it started.
Let me tell you the hypocrisy.
And he got offensive. That nigga got offensive off that shit. I ain't like that from Dr. Umar.
What part? Look, what part of what you just said is hypocritical, Lil T?
Because you're gonna probably make it seem like the Tariq do the same goddamn shit.
No. What part of what you said is hypocritical?
I don't think what I said hypocritical. What I do about Lord Jamar and Umar Johnson.
No, listen. You just said that Umar should have went to Tariq in private about what his criticisms of Tariq, right? But then you are faulting Umar because he got upset because Lord Jamar invited Umar to his podcast and then start trying
he was
to
asking, that's not hypocritical, because he was asking that man straight up real questions and trying to help the brother. He ain't criticizing, he wasn't criticizing him. People want to fucking know.
So why did he go to him publicly? I mean, in private. If he got somebody who could give him pointers, he could just hit up Umar. Hey, Umar, this is Lord Jamar. If you need help with the school, I got somebody who can give you pointers. Why did he wait to be on air to do that?
Yeah, and maybe then everything was just flowing. Maybe everything was just flowing. I don't know.
And then Lord Jamar is now on the bullshit indigenous, aboriginal. We was art here. I put that video on my YouTube channel. Right or wrong? Okay, so what you're gonna realize real quick is all these guys are doing is jumping from belief system to belief system to keep you watching so they could keep getting your money. Also, if you listen to what Lord Jamar said on his podcast, he said himself, I don't think Umar is scamming. I just think the way Umar is going about starting the school is kind of stupid because he's not asking for any outside participation. He's trying to do everything on his own. So Lord Jamar said he doesn't think Umar is scamming, but he doesn't like the way Umar is doing his project. Here's my thing. I'm not Dynast. You got a project, right? You got a project, right? Why would I express displeasure with the way you're running your project? Couldn't I just start my own damn project?
You could.
Why would you express displeasure with the way I'm running OAP? You could just say, I'm going to start my own shit. And that's what I'm saying.
Brandon, I'm going to support you in OAP. Don't you ever think I'm not. I am.
You can't even be a part of OAP, Negro, but I appreciate it.
Oh, my God. There y'all go with that shit.
What I'm saying is,
nigga, let me tell you something. I want some land, too, in Africa. Don't play with me. I want some land.
We got you. What African properties? We got you. Hold on 1 second. We got you. What African properties? We got you.
Man, I just don't know. I want the security shit to be right. I think we're scared that and that's another thing about this going back to Africa, you know. But I'm sure because I have seen y'all, and it ain't like what they do say, but it do have that stigma. I guess I be thinking that those African countries are puppets to other nations, and I could be wrong, but I be feeling like I think because of the shit that I be reading. I've read documents back from the 1960s on how, you know, the European nations treated the African nations when they just got their independence. Look how they killed the dude in the Congo and didn't really want to help them out with trade with, you know, where they could have came the fuck up a little bit. They just wanted to extract everything. They like to extract everything out of it, not put shit in.
Brother, you live in 2021. Y'all Negroes be 1973 and shit like that. Let that shit go, bro. Just go forward. Like, look at the opportunity now.
You right.
Opportunity for you and me. So good thing they did do that because now we got an opportunity to get in there like the Birdman like this. You feel me? You know what I'm saying?
Man.
So I ain't about
hold on.
So I
just bought all these water.
I'm just mad because in 1973 they didn't.
That's all I got right there.
Dynast.
Let me.
Who you talking to, Dynast? You talking? You sound
he sounded like he's speaking that Tut language.
That's all I have, baby. But yeah, so
one more thing though. Can I say one more thing though, Brandon? You can't lie though. And I want to really say, let me say this though first, because remember when your grandma, you were talking to your grandma the other day, she told you about that some of those people did see themselves as some Indians and stuff. Now you know she said that because you had her, had her on the phone. Remember?
Yes.
You remember that?
What she say, Lil T?
I can't just hold up. Let me vaguely remember what she said. I don't want to lie with your grandma. I don't want to be putting words in her mouth. She said that we always knew that we was kind of like African, but we still also knew some type we had Indian blood in us or something like that. She has different, I think it was different aunts and different family members she was talking about that they believed and some of them believed that we were, African, and some of your family thought they was Indians. So
okay, so what she said was our cousin named Anna had told her, we're Choctaw Indians, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And if you know anything about my cousin Anna, she's actually just really crazy. I told you guys about that. And then wait. After you got off the stream, I called my brother who confirmed she's crazy. But look, My grandma said our cousin Anna told her that. Then my grandma said that our other cousin down in Mississippi said that we're Blackfoot Indians, right? Mm-hmm. So my grandma then said, I'm not saying we're not Africans. But then what did my grandma say she was going to do at the end of the call? What did she say she was going to do?
I don't vaguely remember.
She said, she said she called her sister and they decided that they were going to take a DNA test, right or wrong?
Yes, that's right. Yeah, DNA test. You're right.
So a lot of people are taking that like, Brandon, your grandma told you. My grandma said that she heard that we have Indian in our family. And she said, we're Africans, but two of my cousins said we have Indian in our family. And she said, I'm going to take a DNA test to find out. So my grandma's going to do exactly what I tell all these black folks to do. If you feel you have Indian in your family, go take a DNA test so you will know for sure. So you're not out here getting scammed by Dane Calloway on some Indian shit and you're not really even Indian. See what I'm saying?
Look, man. Look, this is my thing about it. I have Indian. I told
Tariq should do a DNA test too. He said we're indigenous aboriginals. I know he ain't took no test, right? So now Tariq's gonna start y'all on this. Oh, science is bullshit. The DNA. This is all the same scam, bro. Then Tariq gonna start doing like these dudes are literally running the same polite scam. Oh, we're gonna get you paperwork saying you're an indigenous native, and we're gonna get you sovereignty from America. It's the same scam, just being reinvented with a different identity, bro. So my grandma said everything you said, she said. And she also said that she was going to take a DNA test. So how is that in agreement with all these dudes who are fake Indians but won't take a DNA test?
I'm hearing what you're saying, Brandon. But Brandon, this is the thing you don't understand. Look, I know I have some Indian in my family. I know I do. But listen. Just listen. I don't give a fuck about them Native Americans. Fuck Native Americans. I don't give a fuck about the Seminoles or the fucking Blackfeet. Fuck them. I love Africa. Don't think I love Africa.
Hey, hold on. On that note, we're gonna close out in 5 minutes. All right, we're gonna close out in 5 minutes. The Little T, go ahead and finish your statement, but the views and opinions of Little TT. That's like that. Bro, golly.
Shoulders got on. I apologize. My fault, Lord. My fault, Diners. I was on like a motherfucker. I just went into a rant. Look, I don't care about them. I really don't, because see, look, it don't matter no more, because like I told you, we have assimilated into an African boy or African girl. We have afros. That's what African mean. African. I understand that. And I know that those people lost and were exterminated. Why would you want to be there? The white folks ain't giving you this land back, I don't think. Now, we can fight as a group of African Black Americans, you know what I mean? But as far as you talking about some old tribal stuff and you gonna get land and all this, man, them white folks man, get your black slave ass out of my face.
Hey, let me tell you something.
Hey, Brandon, go ahead and say what you got to say. Then we're gonna close out.
Okay, yeah. One thing black folks don't realize is the only time whites and blacks ever went to war, right? And it was like equal numbers, right? Was when like Kush went to war with Rome, right? And Kush, Nubia, they defeated the Romans, right? They beat those Italian people, right? Real bad. After that, it was just, the like de-evolution of Africa, right? Shaka Zulu and these dudes with spears and whatnot versus like English cannons, right? So that was never even a real war or fight. It was a fight, and we won some battles. And Ngozi Sechele and the Transvaal and stuff defeated the British. But every time we really went to war with white folks, we won. Whenever it was like really a battle, like, yo, we really are mobilizing to go fight, we won.
Yeah.
But even the slave trade was black people who basically captured and sold other black people. So white folks know that if black folks really mobilize against them, we gonna do better than those Afghanis because it's more of us, right? And you know, I think we're a little bit like more advanced, right, than they are, and we're more integrated into more societies than they are. So they can't just like isolate us out and like target us, right? Kind of like how terrorist cells and stuff work. They're all integrated all over the world. So it's harder to fight people who are like that, integrated in a lot of societies all over the planet. So, of course, they don't want us to mobilize. So what they have to do is they have to keep us in this mindset that we are victims. Victims don't want to fight. Victims want you to acknowledge that you're victimizing them, right? And as long as you stay in that mindset, you won't be able to do anything, right? But trust me, Black folks get on some real togetherness, it's going to be a problem because even Black Islamic Muslim separatists in like Nigeria, Kenya, Ivory Coast and stuff like that, they can't stop them. Them dudes take whole cities like that, like this. The government got to keep the white man in there so they don't lose the city. And the white man go in and be like, damn, we can't even like rest because we got to keep on. So we got a lot of power. We're not victims. We're just choosing not to fight on any front, whether it's economic, militaristic, you know, or political. We're just choosing not to fight. So at that point, when you're choosing not to do battle, you're not a victim, bro. You're just like, you're a non-violent, right, protester. You're Martin Luther King, but you were far from a victim, and that's all I want to say. We're far from victims.
Yes, sir. Everyone, thank you so much for joining. Little TT, thank you. Little T, thank you for the super chat, brother. Guys, make sure you subscribe to Brandon's channel. Pan-Africanism Strikes Back. Make sure you go subscribe to Brandon's channel. Until next time, family, Dynasty Mirror Search for Huru. Peace.
Thank you, guys.